Hey, New Mexico, Miles Conway here, New Mexico Home Builders Association. Here talking about housing affordability, housing availability. What is New Mexico gonna do about a 30 to 90,000 housing unit deficit? Who are the people that are gonna take that on? How do we address it? What's involved in addressing that housing challenge? From the off-site infrastructure to the land costs to building the homes and bringing them out of the ground. We've got a special moment here. We're gonna introduce you to Garrett Price of Price Land Development and what is the largest residential housing construction site active in the state of New Mexico today. Let's learn together. Let's learn about housing. Let's learn about what it's gonna take and the creative solutions that are on the table to address New Mexico's formidable housing challenge. Garrett, thanks for being out with us. So, big picture, Ascensia Santa Fe. What are we looking at a few years from now? How many homes will be here? What's the affordability target?
Yeah, you bet. So Ascensia is 277 acres, 140 acres of that, 50% is going to be open space. We have a master plan approval for 710 homes out here, of which 200 are multifamily. So call it 500 fee simple for sale, and then most likely a built to rent will be the exit strategy. We're developing phase one right now with our home builder partners. D.R. Horton has purchased a tract, and Pulte Homes, they're our first builders out here. We're going to start roughly at $500,000, and it'll go all the way up to potentially in the last phase almost $1 million plus. A neat thing about Ascensia de Santa Fe also is that we've entered into an agreement with the county where we are providing almost 80 units of affordable housing that will fall under their affordable housing program. We're investing almost $16 million as the developer into the backbone infrastructure that we're looking at right now, and then also the offsite infrastructure, which consists of 2.5 miles of offsite sanitary sewer that will service the site. That has to be in place before the first home is under construction.
Right.
And also a $2 million contribution towards this larger road that the county has funded through a GEO bond election. We're helped to design it and contribute $2 million, and it'll start construction in about a month from now.
All right. So all in, streets, gutters, bringing electricity to the site,
Everything.
Bringing fresh water to the site. Obviously, we're seeing designing the dirt work, the sewer line. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but all in, what is your off and on-site infrastructure just to get ready to start building homes here?
So just to get ready, it's at $16 million. So that's just for our improvements. Then the home builders have their in-tract improvements for everything that goes underneath the homes that they're building. So in total, we've added up the investment that will be associated with the Ascensia de Santa Fe for the phase one before our first home is closed, $64 million. So it's not for the faint of heart or the folks that have challenged to obtain financing. It's a complex deal. We acquired the site in 2020. And since that time, we've been methodically working through these solutions on engineering, design, entitlements, market analysis, you name it. And so we won't close our first home until almost 6 years after the date that we bought the property. So if we're going to make a dent in that 30,000 or so units that we hear there's a deficit in New Mexico, you need projects like this, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's expensive, and you need a talented team of consultants and engineers, and also a partnership with the municipality.
All right, thanks for being with us as we did this first in a 3-part series, kind of just trying to explain all the pieces and parts that come together to create these very large housing developments, which are so important as we try to address New Mexico's huge housing availability challenge. So this was the overview. Join us for the second segment where we're going to start to explain the real depth of the infrastructure investment and all the pieces that have to come together to make the housing project work. And you'll notice, as we talked about in this segment, and we will in the next two segments, that each element, whether it's a water line, a road, the electricity, the water, fresh water, and wastewater that goes through, each one of those pieces will either escalate the cost of the home for the buyer of that home, or through these really important public-private partnerships, we can begin to decrease incrementally the costs of housing to put more New Mexicans in homes here today.